Hello and welcome to the clean part of my kitchen. Tonight we're going to be doing some cooking, but not your average everyday cooking. You're first going to need an apron because it makes you feel a little bit fancy and it covers up your tracky dacks. It's also really nice to be clean and hygienic in the kitchen. Wes, he's also in our kitchen tonight. But he's not going to be helping us because that's unhygienic. Danny, good boy. You're going to need a few pieces of equipment. You're going to need a bowl. Mine's clear because it's more exciting. You're going to need your thermoplastic. I have a rolling pin, but you can just use a glass or maybe even a bit of wood because you're not actually going to be eating anything. A spoon, mine's rainbow. I have in a much less exciting bowl some ice water. And I have some boiling water. The first thing you're going to want to do is pour the boiling water in the bowl. Let's get a close-up of that. Now this water is actually a little bit too hot. You don't want it rolling, boiling, so it can't be 100 degrees. It actually works best at about 70 degrees, okay? So you can actually pour the water in and let it cool down a little bit. Okay, now that that's done, let's pour some of these beads in the water. I want you to take some of your thermoplastic, probably about a tablespoon or so, and I want you to drop it in the water. Let's watch what happens. They're completely white when they go in. Actually, I want you to get a really good look at what happens. That's better. And as you can see, as the water gets into it, it's starting to go clear. Once they're all clear, now you can start to play with them. Be very careful here because they will be quite hot. I did have Erica playing with these the other day and this bit was a bit too hot for her, but as soon as you take it out of the hot water, it will start cooling and it'll be a little bit easier to handle. It gets quite sticky. You just swirl it round. All right, and this is what we're left with. This is a clear glob of mouldable plastic. I'm going to show you that now. Here we are. Now that is quite hot. The spoon, because I'm using a metal spoon, the metal spoon is quite hot too. Any extra bits of water, I'm just going to get them off it. And then I'm going to start having a play. Now, as soon as it's out of the hot water, it starts cooling down and you'll actually start to see it go back to white. I'm rolling this one because I actually really love the way, it rolls out. I just really find it quite satisfying. And from this, you can mold it and shape it. Let's shape it in like a tri-corner hat, like a pirate. All right. Can you see that? I mean, it's not the prettiest looking sculpture, but you get the picture. So now, if I take this and I dunk it in my cold water, you'll see it go back to white and it'll go all hard. So right now, quite rubbery, quite pliable. Here we go in the cold water. You ready for this? This is our solid plastic shape. hard, and completely holding its shape. Now, if I'd made something actually useful with that, it would be really good, but I didn't. So I'm going to pop this back in our hot water, hold it under the surface, and it'll slowly and surely go back to being very, very clear. Now it looks like some kind of weird sea creature or amoeba. Same process. Pull it out. I'm actually using it now to pick up some of the stray bits of thermoplastic. And if you can't get it off the bowl or the spoon, just wait till it dries and crack it off. All right, once again, an amorphous blob. Make sure your tea towel's clean. Made that mistake before. And I'm going to roll it out. Now, to store it, I usually roll it out flat because if you store it in a great big lump, it takes ages for the heat to soak back in there again. Okay, it won't destroy Mum's rolling pin or Dad's rolling pin. Or Great Aunt Esmeralda's rolling pin. This is one of my favourite things to do. From little grains of sand to this. And it will slowly go back to white. See, it's almost there. So it's still quite pliable at this stage. It's not quite rock hard. But I wonder what you can make with this stuff. I'll show you a couple of things now that I've made from this stuff. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Hair. Long, weird fingers. And they've moulded exactly to my fingers so they don't fall off. See? Freddy Krueger, eat your heart out. Edward Scissorhands. Now I know I'm making old references. Pretty cool, huh? So you can make fingers. Or you can make this. This is a tiny plastic box that Erica decided that she wanted to put some stuff in so it would make a sound. So that's just a scrap of the plastic. And now when you... Yes, I'm so glad you did that, Erica. Cool sound, huh? Pretty great. So there you have it. From this to this. I love this stuff. Have a play. See what you can make. Might be useful for something. I'm not sure. I'm going to make some more long fingers. Because they feel horrible. Good boy, wait. Good boy. Yes, you know you're a fine looking doggy. Hey, aren't you? Good boy. Well done. Well